Hi my friends, welcome to part 2 of my collection series where I'm showing you guys all the fragrances that I have in my collection. If you didn't get a chance, check out my first video where I'm showing all of my fine fragrance mists, body mists, and scented lotions. Most of them are from Bath & Body Works, but some are from Victoria's Secret and from Sol de Janeiro. So today, I thought, I don't know, I've never seen a video of this, but I'm gonna show you guys all of the samples I have been hoarding and all of my miniatures, and I have it in my beautiful Bond number 9 box. I usually don't hold on to boxes, but I was like, look how beautiful this box is. So I figured I would put all of my little samplers in there. So let's open Pandora's box and see what samples I'm rocking. So first I'm gonna start out with just my miniature perfumes. I have a few of those. So, Tocca Florence. This absolutely deserves to be a full bottle, but at the time they didn't have the full bottle and they were having a sale at Sephora and I wanted it right then and there. I had no patience. So I ended up getting this one, which is probably for the best because I have so many fragrances that I never finish anything. This is a beautiful, elegant gardenia fragrance, but you have to like gardenia. Gardenia is old school. It is a classic scent. A lot of people think it smells like my grandmother, and hey, to each their own. But at the end of the day, I think it smells very clean, very classy, and so elegant. And so this one sets my soul on fire. All right, I have a little dagger. Look at this thing. A little traveler of Alien by Mugler. And I think this is all I need. This is a very powerful fragrance and I don't wear this very often. Although I like it, it smells like my youth. Because I think this came out in the early 2000s and I'm 29. So this kind of reminds me of like when I was growing up. And it is a nice fragrance to have because it is such a groundbreaking fragrance in the community. Mugler did a lot of fragrances that really pushed the boundaries as to what was popular at the time. They were like, nope, don't care about that, gonna make something completely different. And I like this fragrance personally, but it is heavy and it is obnoxious to some people. And because I do hair and I'm working in close proximity with clients, I would never want to offend my guests. So I think mini is all I need of this. I have this cute tiny bottle of Kayali Eden Juicy Apple, and I think this smells super great. It's really juicy, it's bright, it's fun, it's youthful, it's fruity, but it lasts worth crap. And so I wouldn't want to invest money on a big bottle of this because you really only get a few hours wear. But I will tell you something, this is a compliment magnet. Literally every time I've worn it, someone is like, you smell so good. Does it kind of smell like a body splash? Yes, it does. I'm not gonna lie, it does. But it's kind of got a youthfulness that's fun and it's playful. I have a little Scentbird Traveler of Confessions of a Rebel Get a Room. It's interesting because this one is so hard for me to explain. It's slightly cologne-y, sweetened up a little bit, and it's a very sexy, a little lightly dark and mysterious. Lightly dark. What the hell am I talking about? But it's nice. I feel like literally anyone could pull this off at any time, and it just smells clean but a little bit sexy, a little bit dark and cologne-y. This one here is my Versace, sorry, not Versace, Dylan Blue. I think this is a really interesting scent. This is another one that is very unisex to me. And it's got kind of a shampoo-y type vibe to it. It's a freshie. It's got kind of like a green apple upon the beginning. I think you would like this if you like Dolce & Gabbana light blue. It's kind of got that type of DNA, but it's a little synthetic, so I don't find myself reaching for it all that often, but I like it. I feel like Dylan Blue kind of fits my personality, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you have watched my videos and you have smelled Dylan Blue, tell me if you agree with that sentiment. I'd be curious to know. All right, here I have three double-sided roller balls from Kayali. So I have Musk 12, I have Vanilla 28. The one thing I hate about these sort of things is I think it's so gross that you can tell that I've rolled it on my skin, because you can literally see, this is gross, I'm sorry. You can literally see like particles floating in the liquid. Ugh. Make it a spray. Like, I don't need to contaminate this thing. That's so gross. Then I have Vanilla Cocoa and Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. I have yet to wear Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper because it intimidates me, because me and pepper do not go together. I know that a lot of people feel like that's a very, it's a bossy fragrance, but I don't know. I don't like any floral in with pepper. Not for me. I don't know. I'm scared of it. It's too bossy. I can go dark and moody, but something like that, that's like, I'm femme fatale. I'm like, no. And then Invite Only and Deja Vu White Floral. Deja Vu White Floral I also haven't worn yet, but the Invite Only, ooh, that is, it's kind of like a Middle Eastern-y type scent because it's got the amber, it's very dark, a little incense, resinous. If you smell those type of fragrances, you know what I'm talking about, but it's very dark, very classic Middle Eastern type scent. It's lovely, I like it. This is an interesting one. You know the hair care company, Kristen S, that you see in Target? That's like not as cheap as like Garnier, but it's not as expensive as some of the like high-end ones that they have there. It's like a good middle ground. They came out with these little ornaments for Christmas, and this one is called Milky Santa. And this literally smells like a Hollister store or an Abercrombie store back in the day. And I saw Ksenia post about this, and I was like, I kind of like that smell. I don't know if I love it, but like, I feel like I just want to have it. Like, I don't love it, but I want to have it. Okay, I recently had the absolute pleasure of going to Scent Bar in Los Angeles, and this is a niche ultra luxury perfume store. So they have all of the really high-end fragrances. Not all of them, but a lot. They have a good variety. And honestly, I had such a lovely time going there, because when I went, I get very, very uncomfortable when salespeople are like, what do you like? What can I help you? And they're all in your face. I'm like, just leave me alone. Like, I'm gonna smell them, and then if I like one, I'll buy it. And trust me, I'm a buyer. Like, I will buy. I'm not just there to like look around. But I walked in and the woman was like, hi, let me know if you need anything. And then just like kept doing work on her computer. And then like finally when I was like, hey, do you have this? She's like, yeah, sure. Oh, if you like that, you might also like this, try it out. And then just went back to what she was doing and didn't bother me. And then was like, hey, by the way, I could give you a couple samples if you'd like, just, you know, to see how they work out for you. And I was like, hell yes, this is my type of place. So I got Maison Tahiti, cacao #2. And in the beginning, it straight up smells like cacao powder. It's so good, very gourmand. But on the body, it does this weird thing on me where it went super powdery. And so like the sweet cocoa with this like powdery, almost dusty floral thing that was happening, it nauseated me. It actually was a combination that it didn't smell bad, but it was one of those ones that I was like, ooh, those two notes are fighting each other and it's giving me a headache. But on the contrary, I was able to get a sample of BDK Velvet Tonka. Oh, Oh my God, I want a full bottle. I want a full bottle so bad. Velvet Tonka smells like a clean baby, which is weird. Tonka is usually so creamy and kind of goes along with like vanilla or praline or coffee or cacao, but I don't know why, but it smells powdery to me and it smells like a clean baby, and in the best way. Which is funny because a lot of people would be like, I don't want to smell like a clean baby. I want to smell like an adult human. Like, well, apparently I want to smell like a clean baby because I want BDK Velvet Tonka full bottle. I have a little decant of my Gucci Bamboo. I might try to sell the bottle of Gucci Bamboo and then just keep my little roller ball because I really liked it at first, but it is a little bit mature in my opinion. I feel like I miss the age range by just like 10, 15 years. It's weird. You smell it and it's like, that smells like an established woman, right? And you look at me and it's like, you're almost there. You almost got it. So I feel like, give me a few years and I'll be able to pull that one off. Oh, okay, this one is considered a cologne and is Versace Eros Flame. Ooh, okay, it's so funny to me that I, for a while, followed Jeremy Fragrance, and then, I don't know, he made some really off comments in a lot of videos that I was uncomfortable with, and I was like, I don't know if I want to support this guy. Just gonna put it out there. His videos are funny, and it's not to talk shit, it's just some of the things that he says I think are problematic. And one thing that is absolutely problematic is the amount of crap that he has talked about Versace Eros Flame. This stuff is amazing, and the regular Eros was like in a turquoisey greenish bottle, and I smell it and I was like, it's just less sexy version of this. This is a cologne. Oh, and it's very dark. Oh my gosh. And it's so sexy. So if you're into those classically male fragrances, I don't give a shit about any of that. I wore this when I was teaching at Paul Mitchell, and I put too much, and my students were coming over and they're like, I want to buy that for my husband. What is it? I was like, I don't care. You could buy it for yourself too. Okay, this is the only thing I have of black opium. I just, you know, okay, I'll say this. Black opium probably gets more flack than is necessary. Because does it smell bad? No, it doesn't smell bad. It smells synthetic, and it smells like too young for me. It's just like, I don't know, it's a loud girl at a bar. But some days when you go out and you're gonna be in big crowds and everyone's got something on, and you want projection and you wanna like make a statement, I don't think it's a bad fragrance to wear out. I don't, because kind of mixed with the bar, mixed with the cigars, mixed with the nightlife, this smells good. And so it's funny because it's contrary to all the things I've said before, where people are like, you said you hated that and it smelled like a trashy strip club. And it's like, yes, it does. But sometimes that's fun, isn't it? Isn't it a little fun? Okay, I have a little teeny tiny version of Dolce & Gabbana light blue. And somewhere in here, I also have the light blue Pour Homme. Let me see. Yep, so I have both the female and male versions of those two, and I have them for comparison to my dossier. I used to wear light blue religiously, and Sniff with Steph said in one of her Instagram videos that it smelled like Pledge or some toilet bowl cleaner or something, I can't remember, but it smelled like cleaner. And I was like, I'm gonna forgive the slander of that one. I'm joking, I don't take that stuff seriously, because I could absolutely see where some people would be like, this smells like lemon Pledge, and I'm like, I don't care, I like it. Lemon to me is, although they use it in a lot of cleaners, I like a clean home. And so when my home smells clean and I smell clean, I feel happy. So that's what it is. Oh, I have missed one of my little tiny guys. This is a little tiny of Burberry Her that my husband gave to me because he had 2 minis. But this is now his signature scent, and I can't wear it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have the mini, I like the mini, but I'm not gonna wear his scent. That's his scent, you know? There's certain people that stick to one thing, and it's like for example, a friend of mine wears Daisy. So I just can't really wear Daisy like that. Like, I'll wear it every now and again, but I'm not gonna wear it frequently. I'm not gonna like cop one of my friend's signatures, unless I did have a friendship where a friend of mine and I both were obsessed with going to Le Labo together, and we both wore Thé Noir, Another 13, and she ended up for my birthday last year getting me Bergamot 22. I don't think she wore that one as much, but oftentimes her and I would show up somewhere wearing the same thing, and it was almost a power move. Just saying. Some people are cool with that, some people are not cool with that. Oh, I have, from one of those sampler packs, Toca Florence, that ended up the reason that I got the bigger mini bottle. Back when Dossier did samples in with their full-size bottles, this is Aromatic Pineapple, which is their version of YSL. I have this stupid tiny Prada candy. Prada candy smells like nothing. I don't understand this fragrance, and I'm like, maybe I need to wear it on my skin, but I fully do not get it. Okay, this one I have not given a try, so I'm gonna remember to try this one out. But this is Wild Poppy by Nest, and I actually don't have any Nest fragrances, nor have I tried any of their fragrances. So if you guys have any from Nest that you enjoy, please let me know so that way I can check it out. Valentino Uomo Buon Aroma, the male version. I ended up getting a full bottle of this because it was from the Sephora sampler packs where you get like a card to redeem for one full size, and the full size we got was the Valentino. It's nice. It's not groundbreaking, but it smells good, it smells clean, and it is kind of a classic cologne scent. Voce Viva Valentino. So I actually ended up getting Voce Viva Intensa, which is interesting for me because for a long time I did not mess with Orange Blossom. No, I did not like Neroli or Orange Blossom, but my nose is coming around. I won't lie, it's coming around. And I think it helps that it has like that bourbon vanilla, so it has a note that I really like. And then it's almost like kind of trying to slip in that orange where it's like, I can make you like this. I can make you like this. I can make you a believer. Prada Carbon Lunarosa men's fragrance. It smells nice, but God, do all of the designer men's fragrances smell damn near the same to anyone else? Like this, to me, kind of just smells like every other fresh cologne-y type smell. This is interesting. I'm not exactly certain where I even got this. This is Note de Ouzo by Maison Kitsune. So I guess this is something that I'm gonna have to look into, but it's yuzu, which is kind of, it's like a lemon. And so this is a nice, bright, fresh, and I have worn this. It's interesting because it's just kind of a linear fragrance. It's just kind of like, yeah, that's yuzu. Not much to speak on it. It doesn't last very long because citruses don't tend to last that long on the skin. Oh, this one is one that I'm not into, and a lot of people find it sexy, but Spice Bomb Infrared by Viktor and Rolf, men's fragrance, again from one of the samplers that I got from Sephora. Yeah, it's got a peppery spice to it that kind of reminds me of body odor, and it's one of those things that you ever get it where there's certain fragrances that kind of burn your nose a little bit, where you're like, meh. I feel like if I were to hug a guy wearing this, I'd be like, hey, how are you? It's just, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of, I have an uncle of mine that when I was younger would wear this really just like in your face cologne. And we always were like, God, why do you gotta do that? And that's just what it reminds me of. All right, very strong, masculine cologne is the Paco Rabanne Invictus Victory. Yeah, it's nice, but again, why do all of these smell the same? I mean, this one smells a little bit darker, a little bit richer, but I don't know, they just, to me, they end up all kind of like wish-washing together. There's gotta be some difference, but maybe they, you know, maybe a lot of people could say the same about the typical female designer fragrances. I'm sure they could. A lot of them smell alike as well. Okay, this one I ended up getting the full-size version. This is from a different sampler pack, but Marc Jacobs Perfect. Upon the opening, smells like Red Jolly Rancher. Very sweet and juicy, and then it settles down and it has a little bit of depth to it, and it's just a really bright, happy, inviting, lovely scent. And I got the intense version, which is a little bit more gourmand, a little bit more cookie into that. Aces. Gucci Bloom, not really my thing. It's too floral for me. That one gives me a headache. I find it a little cloying. I find it a little too vintage, a little too grandma-esque, so not for me. I have a tiny Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb, which I have an actual bottle of Flower Bomb that is getting old. It is getting old, and I might need to get rid of it probably by next month because it's just starting to smell off. But I have the Dossier version, which is very similar, and I don't care if they're 100%. I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't care if they're 100%, because do they vibe similarly? Do they smell similar when they're on the body? Yeah, when you have it nose to nose, you're like, that smells a little bit different from this, but it's like, when it's in the air, when you're walking by, people still get the same essence. The only one that I have really been like, that's not right, is their version of Aqua Digio. There's something in that I was like, nope, I will always know the Aqua Digio original. I will always know it. Okay, in the very first video that my husband was in with me, I sprayed this little sampler thinking that it was the regular version of Burberry Her, and this is Burberry Her London Dream. I don't know if this is too popular or if you can find this anywhere. In my opinion, just go for the original Her Eau de Parfum, because it has sillage, it has longevity, it has presence. This one is like a poor excuse for Her. It's like a very watered down, slightly more aquatic, slightly like, almost like peonies is in it, because it's got a little bit more floral, but kind of those florals that almost don't have much scent. They're very light and watery. Yeah, so the London Dream version, don't even waste your money. Aqua Digio, I have the original version right here, and there's something about this one that this is a nostalgia balm for me. There's too many of my friends in high school wore this, and I can remember just like, I had a lot of guy friends because they didn't mind that I was a weirdo, and so many of them wore this, and it reminds me of like good friends of mine, so I keep it for like sentimental reasons. Ooh, Gucci Guilty Pour Homme, very sexy. That one has some mysterious quality to it, and I've told a lot of my guy friends who are interested in getting a nice fragrance that's a good everyday, non-fussy, but something that's gonna draw in the ladies a little bit. I think Gucci Guilty is just it's a good one. And I posted something on my Instagram story about it, and one of my guy friends was so proud that for Christmas he had gotten like a box set, right? He had gotten the fragrance and a lotion, and he was like, oh my God, my girlfriend loves this. And I was like, yeah boy, do it. I have, for testing purposes, the mini of YSL Y, but my husband has a regular big bottle of it, the Eau de Toilette version. This is the Eau de Parfum, and I have the Dossier version. Very nice, good, Freshy for men and Freshy for anyone, because I feel like that one's super unisex. And so if you're into fresh fragrances like I am, that one is just a nice, clean, easy reach. Sol de Janeiro, Cheirosa 62, good, creamy, vanilla, popcorn, sugary, just rich, delicious, sexy scent. I mean, this is a gourmand and it is so sexy, but let me tell you something. The perfume performs, I mean, only a little bit better than the body spray. The body sprays from that brand are crazy. They are so good. So I would say go with the body spray, but if you're really, really into that scent, the perfume is so sexy. And last but not least, for comparison purposes, I have the Versace Bright Crystal. A lot of people talk crap on that, but I find that that one is another easy reach, bright, sweet, a little bit tart, a little bit effervescent, and kind of a mouth-watering, easy reach scent. And I don't think that it deserves the flack that it gets. It's like, is it a little basic? Sure, sure. But do you need something groundbreaking when you're going to your 9-to-5 office job? No, you just want to smell good. So that's a good one that smells good. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed looking at all my mess of minis today. I hope that this was interesting. I want to know, do you guys also hoard these little samplers that you get from like random things that you buy, or am I the only one? Can we all agree that we have some universal little pouch or box of our minis? And if you don't, more power to you. You have a little bit more control than I do. Okay guys, so this is part number 2 of my 4-part series showing you my entire collection. So make sure you watch my previous videos of my body sprays, scented lotions, and then I'm gonna get into next week my regular perfumes and my dossier collection. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.